Good afternoon. So today I am going to go through my top 5 picks on Netflix series. These are my picks. If you have anything else, please comment below. Let me know what your top 5 picks are. And just give me what your ideas are. Now these are the series that came out this year in 2020. So we'll see what happens in the future when they give us some more towards the end of the year, and we will revisit this video. So with that, let's go to number 5. Number 5 is on my list, Masaya. It's a very political, a very spiritual show. I believe it is based on a modern day Jesus. It brings up a lot of, for me growing up in a Christian family, I see a lot of the things that we were taught in this, as well as a lot of stuff that is being pushed. So it's definitely one that is spiritually, kind of headbutting, and as well as a political. So that is my number 5. My number 4 is October Faction, based on a comic. This is a very kind of a thriller monster show. I really enjoyed it. In regards to just the whole, is this monster, are they all bad? Are they good? Do they help people? And who are the real monsters? Are the real monsters the humans? What's going on here? I really liked it because it's about these 2 monster hunters who actually adopt a pair of twins, and these twins were actually from a warlock kind of supernatural family. So that whole struggle between that as well is one of the reasons why it puts that at the number 4 spot. But again, if you have any suggestions on your top 5, definitely let me know below. And with that, let's go to the number 3. Now, number 3 again is a thriller, and it is also based on a comic book. If you have not seen this, it is a definitely must. This is more of a family thriller. I don't think it's too scary for children, so they may enjoy it. But my number 3 pick is Lock and Key. Definitely watch this. This had a bumpy start to it. It was first started as a pilot on Fox, which they abandoned, and then it was kind of rearranged into a trilogy for movies, and then that failed. And then it went over to Hulu, and that failed as well. So now that it has landed itself on Netflix, they finally got a first season. Very good. It's based on this mother who's widowed, her husband was tragically murdered. So she takes her 3 kids to the lock house. And within this small community, I believe it's based in Massachusetts. The comic, I believe, was based in Washington. But in this small town, the town itself looks at this house as a haunted mansion. Now, that's where everything kind of goes awry. The reason why it's called Lock and Key is because there are, in this first season, there are 3 keys that they based on. They based on the Anywhere key, they based it on the Ghost key, and they based it on the Head key. So those are the 3 keys that they really focus on the first season. Hopefully they bring in more keys that we can see and that we can get the idea of. But that is the 3 bases of the keys. Now they do, like I said, they do have keys where they unlock a mirror, so you trap. It's kind of like a trap for yourself, within yourself. So they do bring some other keys around, but the three main ones are anywhere key, the ghost key, and the head key. So with that, let's go to number 2. Now this might surprise you, because it's definitely something. It's definitely a show that I haven't heard about much running around the internet, but I personally really enjoyed it. If you like Downton Abbey, and if you like Gosford Park, it is the same creator and writer for those 2 shows, Julian Fellows. So my number 3 pick is The English Game. Yes, this is about football, or in the United States, as we like to call it, soccer. So it's about these two guys. One of them's very rich, one of them's not so much, and they both share the love of football. And I will say football because that is what the English calls it. So we will continue saying football. So they share a love of football. Again, it's a poor, rich kind of clash there. And one of the players, or one of the main characters, actually gets hired to play for a team. Now that's where the controversy comes into play, because at that time, there was no, it was illegal to hire somebody to play on a team. So there's that situation. But it really boils down to, these 2 guys build this legacy in regards to football and making it a people sport. So the people are the ones that come out and support the game, and with the different teams that they bring in and start building up the kind of like the finale and who's gonna win. It's a very, very good show. Again, it's very, very English. It's from the creator of Downton Abbey and from the writer of Gosford Park. So if you love those movies, you are definitely going to love The English Game. So with that, I am going to go to my number 1 right after this. So I have a couple honorable mentions I'm going to mention before I get to my number 1 pick. So my honorable mentions are The Stranger, another English show. Very, very good. It's about this perfect family with this perfect life until a stranger suddenly appears and starts to throw out all of these expose all of these dangerous lies and just gets into everybody's business. It's based on a novel, so that is definitely very intriguing. So I do like this Stranger. Fortunately, I did not get it on my top 5, but it is definitely one to watch. As well as I Am Not Okay With This. This again is based on a novel. It's about a 17-year-old Sid who has rage and she has secrets, and with all of this, she is hiding this superpower that she has. And it's about her journey in her secrets and her anger, and this all builds up to her superpower. And that is, if you like superhero movies, you will like this one. If you like TV shows that are based on novels, you will like this one as well. So those are my honorable mentions. So let's get on to number 1. All right, let's get to my number 1 pick for Netflix series of 2020. I don't believe this is going to be a surprise to anybody. So with that, my number 1 pick is Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood was fantastic. It has so many big names on it. Just to name a few, it would be Patti LuPone. It would be Darren Criss, It would also be Dalen McDermott, and Hollywood Taylor is in it as well. I mean, big names throughout the entire show. I absolutely love this. I believe, you know, it's because of my love of the old Hollywood, the old glam of Hollywood, the hairstyle back then, the clothes, the costumes were fantastic. But what I did like is they did a little twist on it in regards to how is Hollywood being affected by colored writers, colored directors, colored actors. You know, this is, I believe it's based back in the, I want to say the 20s, don't quote me, but I want to say the 20s. And this is where you would never see a black actress in a major movie role. Now you did see one with Gone with the Wind, which they do mention in this show. And she won an Academy Award for supporting actress. So this goes on and beyond that. So colored actors, actresses, colored writers back then were not a thing. Being gay was not a thing. This is very homoerotic. It is not one for the kids. So do not set your kids down and watch it. It is just for adults. But the storyline is fantastic. If you like that glamour, that old Hollywood glamour, you are going to love this show. So, with that saying, what do you think? What are your top 5 picks? Make sure to comment below and let me know what your top 5 picks are. Also, make sure to subscribe with the little subscribe button. I believe it's right over here, or it's going to be over here. But make sure to subscribe. And with that, I am off. You guys have a good day. Subscribe, click that little bell, and make sure you check out my other videos right now.